Yes, a very good evening, members, the viewers of Elcom TV, and the people who always follow this program. My name is Yosam Guchiwaki, the host of this program, and we want to continue where we stopped from. This program was supposed to be there in the morning, but we had a technical glitch. We had to shift it to this time. We have two issues we are going to look into. One of them is the issue of the Tantara bridge, the 23-kilometer road, which connects villages of Alimugonza, Ipedi, Kiruli, and others. This road has been impassable now for more than 5 years, and really, these people are disturbed because they can't access health centers, they can't access schools, they can't access markets. It has around 4 bridges, but they all collapsed. People have lost lives. We said, let's look into this issue with the journalists. We see what can be done. We also have an issue of Kigulia division, which has been in existence for more than close to 15 years. But this division has no health center. Residents have to depend on VHTs for medication. They have to trek close to 10 kilometers looking for health centers. So I have a team of journalists from different media houses going to be looking into these things. Remember that we are live on TikTok, Facebook, and the other platforms X. You can always follow us. You can also send in your comments so that we move together. So I have 3 panelists here, and I want them to introduce themselves such that we digest we delve into these issues. Mr. Andama Moses, you can introduce yourself.
Very good evening, our viewers of Elcom TV. Welcome you to this program of ours. As they introduced you earlier on, it was supposed to be in our usual time, but due to unavoidable circumstances, today we have decided to come at this time. So we appreciate your time for following us. I'm Andama Moses, as introduced earlier on. I work with Elcom TV as a sports presenter. I also happen to report for MK Newslink, Cousin Zema, and Daily Trouble Media. Thank you. Keep following us till that time.
So we're also blessed to have Stephen Wandera Kiki, a journalist for NMG, Nation Media Group, NTV, Spark TV, Daily Monitor. He's also an aspirant. He wants to be an MP. He wants to represent Masini Municipality to the Parliament. You can also greet the viewers.
Okay, thank you, Sam Guchwaki Ndugu, our dear viewer. My name is Stephen Wandera Kiki Wanaira, a journalist by professional and a practicing journalist. As he has told you, that I work with NMG, that is NTV, Monitor, and Spark TV. I'm also an aspirant. If given chance, if given mandate,
you want to represent Masini Municipality?
I will represent Masini Municipality.
Yeah.
So, of course, our viewer, this is going to be an interesting show. Of course, the topics we are discussing, these are the topics which concern the local person. And they also hinder development if are not solved. Of course, when you talk of Tantara, this has been an issue for decades. Chugulia division not having a city school, not having a health center. Of course, these are also decades. So I think, to me, it's a good topic. And but of course, we need collective effort, me and you, to have these things put in place. Because it is possible. Just need to give it attention and make it a priority.
Okay. We also have senior, we are blessed, in fact, to have the manager of Radio 7, and also is also in charge of press review at Radio 7. We want also to congratulate you upon that position, which is not easy. being spotted among the many. You can also introduce yourself to the viewers.
Thank you. Good evening, viewers of Welcome TV, and I'm so happy to be here again. And to you, the host, thank you for always choosing us and choosing me. I can't take it for granted, but I want to thank you for that. Dear viewers, my name is Sebarongo Edward Izua, Majajwa Mwemuyaga by tribe, Kyankya Mihingo, and Abayaga wherever you are. I want to salute you and also say thank you for watching Welcome Television. And I'm always also grateful always to be here to discuss such topics because they affect the people we serve, and when they are not happy, the people we serve, we can't be happy when we are doing our work there. Maybe before we start off, allow me also to air out this concern. I'm not happy with the municipality officials. Whereby I don't know if they are against development in Masindi as a town, because when you come out and stop such an investment, such an infrastructure to go on, I'm talking of Kasigwa Motors, and you say that Kasigwa don't operate because we were given that land when we were not aware. Sincerely, do you see that possible? Are you taking our municipality forward, or you just want to see us stay where we are? Because I've just bypassed there. It is now becoming a bush area again. But the man had turned it into a developed area. It had become actually a place everyone to watch. It had become a place everyone to admire. We were going to witness vehicles being parked there. Do you know what it means by a town having a chibanda cha motoka? My Lord God, I don't know when shall we witness such things happening in Masindi. Because, dear councillors, I don't actually, I don't want to sound like I'm criticizing you, but I wanted you to be looking at least something like, you say, if I let this development go, then we sort ourselves inside. Don't you see that that one could be good? But when you say that, don't start off that carbon should be stopped and nothing like can go on, really, you are trying to mean that in Masini we shouldn't develop at a terrible speed when you have people who have money like Kasigwa and all that.
Why wait for him to develop the place, then you stop him? So
Exactly.
That one will be a topic for another day, Mr. Majaju. Yeah, thank you so much for raising that concern. I think we shall also have time and focus on those issues around municipality. But one day I want to start with you on the issue of Tantara Bridge, the road for this road, 20-kilometer road, which is covering around 4 villages. You have been covering this issue. You have gone on the ground. You've seen people really carrying matoke, going through very deep waters. Do you think there is just deception? The leaders are not concerned? Where do you think there is a problem? Because here we have seen very many promises. We are following up. We are doing ABC, but we are not seeing anything materializing.
I want to first sympathize with the people of Kiruli and Pakanyi and Masindi at large, but more especially the community around, that is Pakanyi and Kiruli. I'm sympathizing with them on what they are going through, or on what they have went through for more than 1 decade. Of course, the Tantara issue, it is not yesterday's problem. But it has been there. It has been there. I myself have reported about Tantara when I was still working with radio. When I joined TV, or when I joined Nation Media Group,
You still covered it.
Still, I've covered it not once, not twice. So this shows that it is really a big problem. And where is the problem? I think the locals and the press has done its part. But I want to thank the media, machine media, for being so active. At least we have tried to raise the voices of the voiceless. We have tried to raise these voices of the wananchi to these bigger offices where they are supposed to be heard. Unfortunately, to date, they have not been heard. I'll also sympathize with the families which lost their dear ones as a result of that bridge. Because the report has it that at least 8 people
Have lost their lives.
have lost their lives as a result of this bridge. I wish the producer had
The pictures.
the pictures of these
The broken bridges.
broken bridges. I have them here, we can share. And we saw the world, the bridge we are talking about. Eh? Yeah, I have the videos here. I think when we go for a break, we shall have to share them there so that
They understand.
someone watching out there can understand the real pain these people are going through. And these people are taxpayers. These are farmers who pay tax and who are supposed to benefit from government in turn through good roads. To me, this is deliberate. Government has not taken it as a priority
Yet people are losing lives.
because we have office of OPM. If Works has no money, we can treat this thing. We can treat this thing as a disaster. They come in to help these people. This is now a disaster where we wanted the office of OPM to intervene. The other day, the border man was crossing. He was taken by water and he died. So, a district where people are dying over
As the watch of leaders.
anyway, at the watch of the water of the leaders, a bridge collapses, someone dies, but the district is just watching. Fine. The district will tell you that they have no money. Their budget is small to construct the bridge. But what have you done? Fine, you have written. Does it stop from writing?
Have you followed up?
Have you followed up? If it means marching to parliament,
It should be done.
leaders are supposed to mobilize the locals. By the way, a good leader, these are the things supposed to do. You don't have money, but you can influence things to be done. Have you mobilized people to write petitions to President and to the Speaker of Parliament? You are an MOP, you have mandate. Can't you transport these people, over 100, to Parliament with placards, showing your dissatisfaction as locals? So if all these things are done, I'm very sure government would have made this Tantara bridge a priority. Because really, the locals, for them, have nothing to do with this road. For them, after paying tax,
They expect good services.
they expect good services. And as a result of this bridge, it has made the people of Pakanya and Kiruli more poorer. Reason being, they can't access market for their produce. Someone will go. Someone will go to buy maize at 200 because the cost implication
is
much. So these people really they need intervention by leaders. We want a leader who will go on the ground and feel what these people are going through. I'm very happy that this week, a team from Office of the President, after being briefed the situation of this road, of this bridge,
they went on the ground.
They wanted to go on the ground. They didn't go. They wanted. So in the process of going, they never accessed the bridge. Because even 4 kilometers to reach the bridge, it is inaccessible. The vehicles cannot move. You either need a bicycle or a boda to take you, or you walk. So this is the pain the people of Tantara or the people of Pakanyi and the Kiroli are going through. But I think it is a deliberate move because we have written stories, Monitor, New Vision, online, TV, radio stations, and these people have agents. The state has got agents. Government has agents. That's why we have the RDCs. That's why we have the LOC 5. That's why we have the LOC 1. So these are agents of government to reach information from ground to top or to higher officers. But it's very absurd that the people of Masindi, the people of Tantara, their cry has not been heard.
But wonder
very
now,
absurd.
do you see what should be done? Because the leaders whom we expect to help these people are also lamenting. The community is lamenting. People are dying. People are no longer accessing markets. People are no longer accessing health centers. Children are no longer accessing schools. What should be done?
First of all, we need affirmative action. We need to come out boldly as locals. If leaders have failed to reach our voices or our voice where it's supposed to be, it is possible we as locals or you as locals, because when I'm here I'm speaking to a local person as a journalist. We are the voice of the voiceless. So it is us to mobilize ourselves. If Parliament has failed to come on ground, let us mobilize ourselves and go to Parliament. Because it is where the budgeting of a country takes place in Parliament. There is nowhere we shall go if we need the money to work on this Tantara bridge. We have to mobilize ourselves as locals and go to Parliament and tell Parliament this is the problem we have in Masindi. It has been there for decades and decades. We have not been represented by our MPs. By the way, Masindi, this is not the rule issue. It is the issue for Masindi district. Whether you are an MP from Bujenje, municipality, Buruli, Masindi municipality, we have sessions every Thursday where someone is given a chance to give issues of national importance. If we are united as leaders, if we were united, someone who speaks, someone from Bujenje speaks about this issue. Someone from municipality speaks about this issue. Someone from Buruli speaks about this issue. And someone from municipality, the woman MP, speaks about this issue. I think maybe the speaker and relevant ministries, works and agriculture,
the attention can be drawn to the issue.
they would have maybe interested themselves in the issue, and it is it is captured in the national budget. Secondly, it is said that government had released around 1 billion or over a billion to work on this road.
Not on that road only, for a district.
No.
For the bridge.
To give you information on that,
For the bridge.
it was 2023. We went on ground. Even they call it launching. The launch of the construction was
Groundbreaking.
done. Even they hired a company called Doramine Construction Company at a tune of 1 billion to work on the road. But after launching, it took like 4 days. The grader was removed from the ground. Why did the contractor abandon the road? It is said that the scope of work was bigger than
The money.
the money. The money was little. It wasn't commensurate with the work which was going to be done. So we have been in that dilemma because initially that road was supposed to be worked on by ACDP, under ACDP, Agriculture Cluster Project. 1 billion was sent, contractor abandoned. But really, if that money was released, the question comes, where did it go? Because even money was spent that day. People were given allowances, district leaders, because even chairman, Cosmas Pierwang was there. Former RDC Masini Ngabirano was there. District technical, the technical leaders were there. The technocrats. The councillors were there. The question is, where did that money go?
So you also saying the allowance?
I went, of course, I had to get something. On that 1 billion. Yes, people.
Which you were saying?
Of course, when people go for
Fuel.
a launch, people are given fuel.
Fuel.
When the 100 is being signed by each one, or 50.
So the people of Masindi, people of Pakani, what I want to tell you that at least 1 billion would have done something just on the bridge, because I think the budget was to work on the 23 kilometers.
Yes.
But at least the 1 billion would have worked on that spot. At least would be seeing something.
So, Wandera, as you see.
But as I talk now, the road is impassable. Children cannot cross. Mothers cannot cross. Even a motorcycle cannot cross. So really, when you reach there,
And these are matters of national importance which would be seeing
you
being
ask
raised.
yourself, do we have leaders who are pro-people? So will these same leaders go back to ask votes from the people of Kiruli and Pakani?
Recently, someone died from there. I had no politician stepped there because they were warned earlier that if they come to attend the burial, they will be embarrassed. I had no politician stepped on that funeral. So, Wandera, let's speak in Majaju's mind. As you said, those videos and the pictures with Dan or Elijah, be sharing them because we are going to show them there. Majaju.
Yes, please.
You are a very good journalist in this area, and you have been covering these issues. They've been talked about several times. Do you think it is a deliberate move to punish these people?
Let me start supplementing on my brother's comments he has made over that road and the bridge all about. You see, this is a very critical time. Actually, you have brought it at a very good time to have it discussed. I think this is as a result of voting incompetent leaders who are not pro-people, who are very, very backward when it comes to prioritization. Because you cannot tell me you're going to buy an ambulance, when people are dying. It's as if you're supplementing on people's death. This is not right. The money which was spent on the ambulance only like this could have done something good as the area member of parliament and other leaders and the colleagues could have joined hands, because as he has said it very clear, this should be now a collective effort by all leaders. Because when you come out and you cry, I've seen people, member of parliament, crawling on the floor of parliament. Trying to, to fix their issues on the floor of parliament, and their heart. So what's wrong with our leaders here who are going to parliament just to sit and sign allowances and all that, and they fail to raise these issues? When you tell me that you're going to represent your people, then you cannot access those areas where people are being killed on daily basis, where people are dying on daily basis because of your own negligence when you were a leader. Because when you were a leader, you are set to direct others. You are set to give direction, and you are set to advise. So if you fail, meaning you're a bad leader, you have no leadership skills. These people are being ignored deliberately. They have said it. This is a real planned move by these leaders, or they're taking the advantage of people living in such hard-to-reach areas, maybe to not to be knowing the laws, not to be demanding their services. They don't know. They don't know what a member of parliament is supposed to do, what the LC3 chairman is supposed to do, what the LC2 chairman is supposed to do, and all that. So you remember in 2002 or 2000, those years behind there, we could just vote people just because we were supposed to vote, and we vote them, they go. Those people enjoyed life, I'm telling you. They enjoyed. But currently, you people who are even chasing to become member of parliament, like my brother here, you just know that you're going to face it rough. Because there's nothing you're going to do which you shall not account for. We shall be demanding for the services. We shall be questioning you on the comments you always make before us. You are not going to come here and say, you see, I'm going to buy an aeroplane, you see, I'm going to do this, you see, I'm going to do this. And when time comes, you fail to deliver, we shall come before you. Even if you have to come in your home, we shall come there. Now, these people of Tantara, I'm very, very, very sorry for my brothers in Tantara, Pakan. Honestly, for what you're going through, you don't deserve that. You do not deserve that for sure. And I think these people should be ashamed, very ashamed, and shouldn't be taken back.
The current leaders.
The people of Tantara and those areas surrounding that bridge, don't take back whoever is concerned, whoever has been silent on that road, on that bridge, whoever has ate anything on that bridge. You've been eating blood of those people.
Maybe, Majaju.
Yes.
You have been in this region.
Yes.
You remember it was 2000 what? When Alibabi.
Alibabi,
Remember
yes.
them walking up to come. Is it they stopped somewhere, but they are demanding for the construction of that road, Hoima, Kampala.
Yes.
Road. They walked
Yes.
as residents. But we are not seeing this happening in Masindi. And they work with their leaders, by the way.
No, it is.
We are not seeing this
As I said,
happening in Masindi.
moderator, as I said that, it all started with a bright leader.
Yeah.
When you are bright, when you're smart in your mind, you can just know that, these people here are facing this. The district leadership, let me come to you, the district leadership could have sat with the area member parliaments and they draft a complete petition, and they say, please, we need this fixed. If not, don't come back here. The president has been visiting Masindi. He's going to come back. The president is going to come back soon. But you will never hear anybody talking about that bridge. They will talk about other things. They think maybe people are not hearing, people are not watching the president when he's around. They cannot even do anything. Because I heard the last time, Cosmas Biaruhanga, when he called me when we were meeting the president at State Lodge, when he actually had told me, please, when you get a microphone, talk about it. I said, Mr. Chairman, I'm already fixed with what I'm going to talk about, and I can't go beyond them. So if I get a chance, maybe I would say it, but really, I can't promise you. I can't promise you. So the people of Tantara are being neglected. Maybe these leaders are thinking the people don't know anything about their lives, and they don't even care to listen to what they're talking about. Now, you people, what you should know is that these leaders know what you're going through. They know it. But just they are doing it to make you cry. And also make them cry too. We are going into elections. Don't vote for them. Do not vote for them because they are not, they have no use to you. They have no use to you. Because if someone cannot come out and say anything about your lives, then tomorrow you lose someone. The other day you lose someone. The other time again you lose somebody. These people, I think they are taking people's lives for granted. How can you lose someone and the whole village stays calm? And you bury him, the next day you lose another one. The other day, now, the people of Tantara and Pakanya at large, they are farmers, great farmers.
The great farmers.
Indeed,
yes.
they have been feeding Masindi and neighboring areas for years. The other time I went there to Kiruli, I went to Kiruli and I saw loam soil, the real black soil in the Pakanya. I said, wow, if I can be given a chance and I buy land this side, I can just become a rich man in Masindi and maybe in Munyoro, because they have good land there. But if they cannot be looked at very important people and be admired and help them deliver enough food and good one to the people of Masindi, then we all should be blamed now.
But we are blaming the leaders, yes?
Yes.
But don't you think maybe the community also has a problem?
Wow.
Of not demanding, they are not civically competent to demand what is due for them.
These people, most of them are, I think we have the most of them are the Alurs and the other tribes, whereby these people, sometimes they take, they look at themselves as people who have no voice most of the times. I'm telling you. And this, I'm just being honest. And when they come out to say something, you will hear them, what I talk about, and all that. So people tend to sideline them. They've been sidelining them. So it is now my implore to you that go and vote your leaders who can listen to you carefully. Vote leaders, vote leaders who come there and eat what you cook. If they cannot eat what you have cooked, meaning that they don't care about you. If they can't come to drink water in Tantara, meaning they don't care about you and they don't love you. So vote people of your tribe, vote people who can actually listen to you. He may not be of your tribe, but at least who can listen to you carefully. Now these people who just come and remember you during time for elections and then they go away. Really, we've been hosting these people on air, radios.
Yeah.
They will never hear anybody talk about that bridge. They will just say the money is not enough. Money is not enough. But if you get 1 billion, that's why the president was warning that if you know you were the LC5 chairperson and you've been misusing the 1 billion money sent on your
districts.
Mama, these people are going to be quashed. Wait and see.
You were saying that what are the DCs doing? The other DCs.
Yes, what are you doing? Because you could guide, you could actually advise that we can get, you can get this money and work on that very faith, because it has been there for years. Let us sweep it out.
Yeah.
You see? So these things of saying no money is not enough, what, I think that is just a lame excuse which you can give the people of Tantara and Paka. And you should stop talking about it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Majajo.
Yes.
For your submission.
Maybe I wanted just to supplement, as you've said, that maybe it is local.
The community, not
the community, which is not mindful about this. No, the community has played its part. They have come out boldly to speak about this issue in media, and whenever we go there, these people are not shy to speak on our recorders, on our cameras. But what they should know, that people of Tantara, people of Paka and Ugreta, these leaders of Masindi are not pro people and they don't like you. Basically that. You are not a priority to them. You are not a priority to them. Boba Nevi, they have other things they take as a priority, but not you. Forgetting that you are the bosses.
Andama. Now, the argument has been, the district receives, is it 1.5 billion for road construction? Yes. And Masindi district has about 440 something kilometers which it maintains. For them, they are saying if they spend all the money there, other roads won't be worked on. They are saying this problem is beyond the district. They need the intervention of the center.
Guchwaki, there is money which came specifically for that bridge.
Yes,
1 billion.
Yes.
If it was not enough for this 23 kilometers, they would have zeroed on that spot. And they tell us the money wasn't enough. But where did that 1 billion go?
Who received that money? Who received it?
The contract, of course.
When the contractor should come and account for that money then. Who received it? Yes, they should go for that contractor and be arrested to come and account for that money you received.
Yeah.
Because the people have been demanding civil. The day they chased away all leaders from crossing that area, that is their voices.
Yeah.
And you cannot blame them anymore. They demanded, so the people, the leaders should hear their voices.
Yes, Andam. We have leaders here. The district is saying the problem is beyond them. But we are not seeing much being done, maybe writing to the Ministry of Works or Agriculture, because the CDP is under Ministry of Agriculture. Andam, do you think maybe these people are just taking these residents for granted, or the leaders, the residents are the ones not demanding what's due for them?
First of all, I will start by really feeling pity for the relatives of those who lost their lives. Indeed, Pakanyi, Greater Pakanyi, generally, in history, has been food basket for Masindi, especially in maize producing. And it has very many tribes. Leaders, true, people elect some leaders, others are not elected. But it depends on the competence of that leader and how concerned he or she is to his people. You know, we have seen very many politicians come out and make pledges when they were elected the first day, and some up now have not been fulfilled. Others even we hear now acquiring loans for the upcoming campaigns in order to give to the electorates. And yet they have done nothing. Things like bridge. It's very sad because bridge can hinder very many kind of development. People don't access market, people don't access health centers, people don't access even education like young children. It is very hard. Tantara issue is not today. It started a long time ago. People have been crying over that. Can you imagine 8 people losing their lives? Who is accountable for those lives?
From the same spot.
On the same spot. Leaders, we have seen, we have MPs for different constituencies. Issue of bridge, yes, it is not one man's responsibility like a leader from that constituency. It is a joint effort among the leaders of Masindi. We have seen in other regions like West Nile or Buganda, leaders come together to fight for a certain goal, and they achieve it. They raise their voice, but it is you within that constituency to spearhead the move that I have this issue which needs an urgent. They should handle it. Then others will back you up. 1 billion is not small money. At least they could do something. They could do something tangible where residents will see, yes, at least we have seen they have tried, though they are saying the money is not worse. We talked of contractor abandoning the work that the scope of the work is much than the money that's given. Gutwaki, let me say this. There's also one thing I'm seeing maybe here in Masindi. It may be virus, either with the leaders or residents. There was a story I was doing about this issue where leaders claim contractors are given contracts, at the end they don't fulfill and they abandon. I called one of the contractor, which I will not mention here, to get his view why he has abandoned the project. He told me, your leaders of Masindi are hypocrites. He wants his life. He can end up being killed. So if a contractor talks like that, and up to now the project is abandoned, they have not finished government project where they have put a lot of money. The contractor told me, leaders of Masindi are hypocrites. He wants his life now.
You see, on that very issue, everyone in Masindi wants to be the king, wants to be someone to be marked, that to be seen as someone who has brought that contractor.
Everyone, politics of identity,
those are the things. So these people, they end up fighting each other there. They come on camera, on recorder, to claim that the money was small compared to the work done going to be done. No contractor has ever went on to agree on on doing something when he has not stepped on the site?
Because they do
You
assessment.
first go on the site and do inspection. Then after inspecting the site, you come out and sit on the table. And you say, according to what I've seen on ground, this is the money which I will work for. How can you come out and you start deceiving Ugandans that you see the money is too small compared to the work, meaning that you are also incompetent if you are watching me.
Yeah, so Masindi, generally, we need to find out issues why our district has such problems, because we are seeing development in other areas day and night. Now, if leaders, you are fighting people who are coming to do for you such projects, you go underground, you claim that you are together with the person, but behind there, you are fighting. So we should join hands as leaders to ensure development issues are handled urgently, and leaders who are elected show your competence by going on the floor of parliament, like those MPs, talk about such issues, bridges. It is a very serious issue. Of recent, we have seen Karuma temporarily being closed for almost 2 months. Those are urgent. People could not move from here to West Nile. They use these shortcuts. Why? Because leaders of West Nile raised their complaint seriously, and they took it serious issue. And Karuma Bridge was waxed on. So Tantara, please, leaders of Masindi, mind of the lives of your people, those electors in community. We know we cannot say they are marginalized, but it is you leaders who are not seeing value in them. There was a story you talked of, is it the problem of the residents by themselves? It might even be true or false, because one time over the Saga of 2 billion road fund that was allocated, that one is all Pakanya and Masini. I think you heard of that.
The 2 billion.
2 billion.
We heard of it.
That disappeared. We had some people ate that money. People within the district.
There was an argument of overrating.
Yes, we agreed.
To find a road of 4 kilometers, 5.
Yes.
These people using around 600 million to work on that road.
It is not worse. So going to get the views of residents, you make an appointment with them, they tell you, today we have issues we are going to raise too. We have concerns. But when you reach on the ground, I don't know whether those leaders realize that those people want to give out their views. They come and question them, and they end up not giving. They say, they came as that we should not talk anyhow. Now you have issues. Again, you deny to give that information. How shall your issues be handled? Sometimes those people, leaders, those corrupt ones, go and also warn those leaders, residents, over such issues not to give information. But all that, people are following. Nowadays, people are very wise. And if you're a politician, you just know this time around, people are not like the way they used to be before. They have seen issues, they have gone through problems, and this time, be very careful.
Thank you so much, Andama. And the comments are still following in. Comments are coming in. I want to read some of them. There's someone called Ibaralibi Alimugonza is asking, who is responsible for the construction and maintenance of this road? Of course, it is the district which is responsible. There's also Karim Abdallah. We sincerely appreciate LKM TV for giving the voiceless a platform and shedding light on the hidden struggles of our communities. Special thanks to the host and journalists for steering this critical, I think you were saying critical issue. Yeah, again, it says conversation with professionalism and concern. Your work is not journalism, it is advocacy, truth and impact. Amanire Morris, is there a plan or timeline for fixing this road? Of course, that one is not there. To Sabe Goret says our regional, oh Lord, help us. Because like now, our mayor of Sing, I think is even... Okay, thank you so much for the comment. Kasigwa Patrick, moderator, thanks for the show. My question is, who is exactly responsible for the construction and maintenance? You can keep sending in your comments, because I can see Peter Kisembo is on, Kasigwa Patrick is on, among others. But one day I want to come back to you.
Okay.
This is a matter of national importance, because you can't see people dying really day and night. People can't access schools, people can't access markets. But you are saying we have given them PDM. But after farming, after his harvesting his maize, where will he sell it? Wandera, you have been in Masindi. Why do you think we have a problem whereby we are lacking something we call unity for a purpose? Because these leaders, they can't put aside their differences to champion something which helps the community. Why do you think we are lacking unity for a purpose? Because in the other regions, like in the north, you find someone is for FDC, is for NUP, is for this political party, but when it comes to something which unites them, they all come together. But in Masini, it is lacking. Why?
There is what we call egoism or pride. This is the challenge. This is the problem our Masindi leaders have, especially our MPs.
Enkokora nyingi.
Pride, because everyone feels he or she is big
Than the other in her constituency or in his constituency.
So they don't want to be advised. So everyone feels that he can do or she can do everything alone and reach where he wants to reach. Forgetting that if they joined together and prioritize and say in this financial year, our target, we should all talk about
this issue.
That's why I'm saying, I don't know if it is a regional problem that how can I say it? How can I say it? We don't love our Bunyoro motherland. We don't see our district developing from one level to another, because really we have had leaders. But when you look at Masindi, does not change. Someone who left Masindi in 2000, if we came back today, it is the same way.
When you say changing, what do you mean? Because we are seeing people developing, people are progressing.
Are you looking
at in terms of
infrastructure
development?
Definitely.
Especially getting programs from the center. So from
Even the town changing. He has told you that Masindi had got a bond. Where Guchwaki today you are waking up, you have your 5 million, you go and deposit, you're given a car. Because someone who is operating a bond knows you. He's a bond of here. But it has been faulty. So someone wants if he brings a project, it should be attributed to him. So if I bring a project, it has not come through you, you will see it as a failure.
To get resistance, guys, you will fight it seriously.
How can someone reach there? But the issue of Masindi, these are leaders who are not pro-people. These are the leaders we have who are chasing their own agenda. Basically that. Because you're not using your own money. They have been making budgets, and the works has been getting a lion's share for the last 4 years. Where we have seen these roads being constructed, works has been getting a lion's share. And we have had leaders, but we have not been represented. We have not seen these people in the parliament. If you don't see them in the parliament, come on the ground, call the press conference. If you call the press conference, take this press conference at the scene. You speak to media when you are the scene. We may say that maybe in parliament you have not been given chance
to speak.
So the problem is pride of our leaders. They are proud of themselves. When we send them to parliament.
Now, let me tell you. Moreover, someone buying a new car amidst all those challenges. You buy a new car when people are dying with their bicycles.
But money for
no, let me tell you.
Money for buying a car can't maintain that road.
But no. Start with them. You start with them and we see. You are sleeping in mansions.
Transport them to Kampala to parliament.
You get me right? No. You are sleeping in mansions. For them, they are sleeping in hot houses. And they are also leaking. Moreover, they are leaking.
Majaji,
They have not stopped there. They are now dying because you have failed to advocate for them.
You don't want our leaders to drive decent cars.
Let them drive. We have not stopped them from driving. But sincerely, first mind about the people who made you to be like that. You want so great like them. Why are you leaving them in distance? Why really? You leave them in distance and to suffer, and you go to at the hill and start laughing to them really.
Let him conclude.
Majeju, buying a car is not a crime.
No.
Buying a car is not a crime. But there is money which is meant to work on roads.
Let them test for it.
Yes.
Why are they saying that it is
So
not?
it is their responsibility.
Then why are they not?
They are always budgeting legislation, meaning they have failed to do the work which they're supposed to do as MPs.
But buying a car is very easy and for
No, they're entitled. They're entitled.
They're entitled to them.
But there are avenues they can use to have our people helped. As Masindi, I don't want to look at this issue as a real issue. This is the issue for Masindi. Because if we have good roads, our economy
It's going to be boosted.
will be boosted. We shall do well. We shall get investors. Our maize will be bought at a good price. You understand? So really, the reason is, maybe what I can say, these leaders, they don't know what they're supposed to do. They are not aware that that's why they were elected to advocate for good roads, to advocate for good health care, to advocate for good schools. I'm very happy. But I think even the regime itself has done a disservice. Because really...
A disservice to who?
To the people of Masindi. Because now if they have seen these stories, of course they have ever heard about it. And even yesterday but one, State House team went on the ground.
And
But you said they didn't go.
They never accessed. So
So
someone who is serious would have made a call to the office of the Prime Minister.
Where were the leaders by that time?
the leaders for the district, when the State House people were going on.
Yes.
By the way, let me tell you, we didn't have even key leaders escorting these people. We didn't have them.
Meaning that this thing is deliberate, I'm telling you.
The only leader we had was the inspector of schools.
The acting DO.
So when we have a senior engineer, when we have the district executive.
So you went there to inspect what?
But
Is that
So what I'm saying,
eh,
this State House team, after seeing the hardship the people of Masindi are going through with the existence of the dilapidated, rotten bridge, which has claimed 10 lives, over 8 lives of people of Masindi, should have made a call to the Prime Minister.
we are going to start from
Telling
there.
her, telling the office that there is an emergency in Masindi which is supposed to be worked on
Thank you so much.
immediately.
Thank you so much, Wandera. We are going for a commercial break, but
Before you go there,
I'm going to start with you, Majaju.
before you go there,
I'm going to start with you. You just be patient. Hold on, just. But comments are still coming in. The issue is hotting up. You are seeing the panel. Let's go for a commercial break. Then we come back later.
Discover your home away from home at Kabalega Resorts, Hoima. Located just 4 kilometers from Hoima City on the Hoima Masindi Road. A real resort in an eco-environment. Nestled near the stunning Albertine Escarpment and historic Mparo Royal Tombs. We are the perfect blend of convenience and charm. Treat yourself to our cozy rooms, mouth-watering meals at the restaurant, and refreshing moments in our outdoor pool. Whether you're here for business or leisure, our conference facilities, camping grounds, and fun-filled kids' playground are ready for you. Escape, relax, reconnect at Kawalega Resorts. Hoima, your adventure starts with us. Book today.
Members, the viewers, we are back and we are still continuing with this issue. And you can see the journalists really are also concerned because they have been covering these issues. People are dying, people can't access markets, people can't access health centers. At the watch of leaders, what are the leaders doing? Mr. Majaju, we have seen this problem has persisted for long. And do you know that in Masindi we don't have substantive civil servants in most of the
departments?
Exactly. Including the engineering department.
Yes.
Someone who is there is acting as the water officer.
Yes.
Someone for water really, I don't think can be concerned with issues for roads. In the health department, the same story, education, the same story. I've seen some people arguing that when you don't have a substantive person, sometimes you can't get what you're supposed to get.
True.
Because an acting person works just to fulfill maybe
the other one left on table.
Yes, what left on table.
Yeah.
And also to appease someone who appointed him to be there to act.
True.
Is the problem with writing? Is the problem with leadership? Is the problem with lobbying? Can we say we have no leaders who can lobby? Because really, we have seen this problem persisting. People are dying at the watch of leaders. Where is the problem? Is the problem with writing? Because really, writing a letter to the ministry or to parliament or to anyone, I don't think it can be a big problem to these people. Majaju, what should be done, and where is the missing gap, and what do you think can be done to address this issue?
Ladies and gentlemen, the president is going to come to Masindi in a few months, actually in a few weeks to come. I want you to know that. And all the time he has been coming to Masindi, we have failed to shoot and kill something we can eat at the end of the day, but only to keep on praising him, keep on praising those who have been appointed in bigger positions, and we end from there. It is my humble appeal to the leaders of Masindi. The issue is from Buruli. I will not remove it from there. It is from Buruli. Let the leaders of Buruli be supported, be put on record, and also let them seek assistance instead of questioning and actually talking malice to those people who are big in those offices and will get helped. You asked a question, what should be done? What should be done is only one. Let us agree that people get promoted. Listen to me carefully. Let us agree that people get positions. Even if we grew up together, Mr. Guchwachi, when I get a promotion, you need to accept that I've been promoted. We have our own people who are born of these areas and who are now ministers. You get me right? Minister Dr. Balambarugara, he is a born of Masindi. He loves Bunyoro better than any other. Has he ever been approached to say, please, minister, save us? Because when you are a minister, you don't stop only in your docket. You can actually influence. You can go and talk to your fellow minister and say, please, Echoru, this is a disaster. It falls in your docket, Minister of Disaster and Preparedness. Can you please get money and we go to save these people, Tantara? But these people here, for them, no, wait. They don't want to use the available chances. What do you want to say? No. You said you use your time. Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. You will come in. You
can note it there.
You will come in. You don't need. Put it there. You put it there.
Let him summarize.
I was saying, let us use the available opportunities. Because now we have seen that it is now jumping out of your hands. You said that the district has failed to work because they receive little money.
But now, do you think?
Why are you laughing?
Do you think if the youth minister is approached, he can help?
Exactly. These people cannot accept the other ministers there. Let us use these fellow ministers to. What is?
Say what? 1 minute. 1 minute. And I'm not counting. I want to make it where I want to make it where you say that the minister for youth, Dr. Balgara,
Yes.
comes from here, loves Bunyoro. As a leader, we don't need to inform him. If he if he is the son of the soil, he must be aware of what people of Masindi are going through. So we don't need to say that we should tell him.
How will he know when he's not informed?
Does he not read the news?
Moderator.
Yes.
Let me tell you. I think this man here. No, don't bring your jealousies and all that. Those are things that I'm talking about now. The people of Masindi, if we are leaders, there is protocol we need to follow. You get me right? The minister cannot just come out and go visit those places and get to know those challenges when he's not approached.
But you mean the minister is not aware of that issue?
Even if he's aware, let these people come and approach him. The other time he launched an assessment, the PDM assessment tour around the municipality. He actually discovered a lot of vurugus about land issues and all that. Didn't he help them?
Yes.
Didn't he help them?
Yeah.
Now, the same trend should be used. It should be used. Let them use that chance. Let us go to, even if you find him in Kampala, even if you find him where, let us use that
approach him.
Nabanja Robina, he's the Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda. He comes from Bunyoro. If you cannot access Dr. Baram, but again you need to access him because Dr. Baram can go direct to the office of the Prime Minister and get him at any time he wants than a member of Parliament.
And your last comment on this issue. What should be done really, because we are seeing people suffering at the watch of leaders.
The only thing that should be done is the leaders should raise up and approach the right people. Like how others are doing. They should go to the office of Prime Minister and ask for their...
And present their issue.
They present it. Because you are seeing some people going and presenting their issues. What is the difference between them and other leaders who have been listened to and approaching the office of those high authorities? I think they should show their seriousness. They should not leave the people on the ground to suffer like that if they really care about the lives of people.
Thank you so much. I think you have heard the advice from journalists. You know, they say, so we should exhaust all the available avenues to ensure that this issue is addressed. If there is a minister who can connect you to the Minister of Works, to Parliament, to where, go to him. Don't just say, I will finish this myself. It can't happen. We were talking about unity for a purpose. It is really needed. We also had some comments here. Mwebaze John says Joab just wasted our votes. Okay. Again, Mwebaze John is saying Masindi is suffering because of opposition. By now it would have kicked off like Hoima. But leaders are doing a lot of nothing. Look at the so-called Kasojo.